Now, if you remember back to when we first started talking about events, we talked about how there were three types of compound events that were kind of important to us. There's, here it is, E and F, right? That's the overlap. There's E or F. That's the one we've been working with up to this point. The addition rule handles this one. And now we're going to look at not E. The only one we haven't dealt with yet is the and F. That's the next section. That's 5.3. So hold off on that one. But let's look at not E for a second. That's called the complement. It's denoted a lot of different ways in different books. So for example, if event E is rolling an even number, you could say E complement. That's the way this book writes it. Or you could say E and put a bar over its head. Hold on, I gotta find that right there. Right? Or you could say not E, whichever. Okay? So if E is rolling an even number, the complement is not rolling an even number. Let's put it that way. Not rolling an even number. Right? Which of course must mean rolling an odd number, right? So the word not in there becomes important, right? So when you are not rolling an even number, it means that you are rolling an odd number. So you can write that with the word not, or you can write it with what it actually means. Okay. All right, that's that one. Let's look at another one. So event E is having AB blood. So what would E complement be? See? AB blood, I don't know if you remember that from the list, right? So the complement would be not having AB blood. Okay, but what would that mean you do have? So that would be having any of the other types, O, capital O, A, or B blood. Right? So you can say it in a negative tone of voice. They do not have AB blood. Or you can say it in the positive. They have O blood, AB, or A blood, or B blood. All right, now let's look at another one. Genders of two children having both girls. Okay, so the complement of that, right, would be not having two girls. Okay, but what would that mean you do have? If you don't have both of them being girls, that means that either the first one is a boy, the second one is a girl, or the first one's a girl, the second one's a boy, or it could be that they're both boys, right? Because together, those four things, this is GG, right? So if you do not have GG, then what do you have? You either have BG, GB, or BB, if you'll forgive the initials. Remember that is, by the way, here, hold on. Let me pause this. I'll be right back. There it is. We've made the tree diagram for that sample space before, when you have two children. So they're saying you do not want this GG down here, which means you have to have one of these three, right? So these three together make your complement to this one. All right? All right, I'm going to make that picture disappear. Hold on one second. All right, so that makes the probability, if you know how to work with complements, it sometimes can make probabilities easier. And if you remember, I already mentioned this, way back up here. Hold on. The 7 out of 10 thing. Because if there's 10 sides to the die, you can see right from here, there's 3 sides that weren't in the E or F rings. So you could have done the complement rule right then. You could take 3 out of 10 away from 1, i.e. 100%, the whole thing makes 1, and you'd have what you were looking for. In other words, you could have found this same probability. Let me do it. Let me put it to you right here. It would be 10 out of 10, take away 3 out of 10. Right? So it would be the probability of E or F is the whole sample space take away not in E or F, right? Which was those 3 items. All right, so that's just the beginning taste of the complement rule. We're going to come back to it in the next video to show you how we can use it to solve more problems. But there it is, the complement rule.